Google is the #1 search engine in the world, and what we're going to do today is I'm here with Jason Burgess. He is with Senior Plan Advisors. He's going to be talking about how you can benefit by organic traffic through Google My Business pages with your Medicare business. I'm Jimmy Burgess. I'm actually in the real estate business, but I'm here with my brother today who is in the Medicare business. We're going to speak specifically, let Jason speak a little bit about how he's generating business through Google My Business pages. And also I'm going to share with you kind of some of the insights that we found in the real estate business that will apply on how you can set yours up for $0 if you're interested in that. But Jason, I know sometimes, it's easier to have somebody else set it up for you. Obviously, you don't have to learn everything. Yeah. So what I'd like to do is for you to share your personal experience, what you've done, how much business it's generating. And then I'm going to give just some general background on some of the things that we've found in our real estate business that'll apply to this as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've been in the Medicare business now for years and years, 12 years actually. This is 13 years. And it's interesting. The people we're working now who are turning 65 are a lot more techno savvy, so we're really needing to embrace this. For years it was like our demographic doesn't really do that. Mm-hmm. Well, now they do. Mm-hmm. And what I decided to do was I hired someone to help me. I pay her $175 a month. She gets my reviews up. She makes sure I'm on the top of the page, and I'm getting probably, I would guess, 3 to 4 new clients a month out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's a tremendous return. Here's the thing that I love about Google My Business is that it gives you the ability really to frame your own website, or the first thing people are going to do right now. Listen, if somebody's looking for something, the beauty of Google My Business is it's location driven. Right. So if somebody's going to set this up themselves, what we found is that obviously they're going to have an authentication process that you're going to go through. In reality, what that is they're going to send whatever address you give. They're going to send something to you with a reference code for you to make sure that you are who you are, where you're located. And then what happens is Google, if you're doing a search and somebody's searching for instance, Medicare agent or whatever it is they're searching for, it's going to circle that area and it's going to find the people that are closest by. Yeah. So consequently, it's going to get you some organic traffic. And also because it's Google, the people that are searching for your name, it frames it right there also, and it gets you in a position really to be found in a way that really doesn't. If you decide to set it up yourself, it doesn't cost you anything.
It's interesting. I started this a few months back because I saw the process and saw where it was going. Because I had asked a few people, "How'd you get my name?" And they said, "Well, we Googled you, and you came up." And so when I started asking that more and more people say, "Well, I got your name off Google," and I can attribute it directly back to my Google page.
Yeah. Another thing to think about this is, especially as we go forward, if I'm going to do business with somebody and I don't know who they are, what's the first thing I'm going to do?
Yeah.
I'm going to Google their name. And let me just say this: if you haven't ever Googled your own name, you might ought to do that because you want to see what's out there and what it looks like. So a couple things as far as the Google My Business page, if you're setting it up. Let me give you some optimum, really setting this thing up where you can maximize the opportunity there, what we've found. The first thing is this: reviews are just gold.
They are.
There was a study done recently that over 80% of online reviews now are trusted as much as personal recommendations. Yeah. Now think about that. We build our business on referrals. And if we're at a place where you're building your Medicare business, for instance, on referrals and those personal recommendations, if you can get those online reviews and recommendations on there, all of a sudden now your trust level goes up. I mean, just like we're in the know, like, and trust business. This gives us the ability for people that know us to know us better. Hopefully we put out some content that gives them to like us, and then they trust us by those reviews.
And I'll tell you this, with the reviews, what helps with the person, the group that I use, they actually solicit good reviews. They know how to do that. And I will just reach out to my clients or when I'm helping them, and I'll say, "Listen, we're trying to build our Google presence. And if you wouldn't mind, just give us a review." And I'll ask them, "Is there any reason you wouldn't give us a really good review?" And they're going to say no.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point. And let me just say this, because I'm going to give a few of the touch points on what it is. But listen, if you're out there and you don't want to do this, I'm assuming your local person, you could probably give them the information if they reached out to you.
Sure. Yeah, the group that we use is great. They charge us $175 a month.
Yeah.
And I've found it to be very fruitful and very good investment.
Okay, so if you're interested in that and you just don't want to figure this out yourself, just call Jason or get in touch with him. He'll get you that information.
Right.
Let me just say a couple things that have really made a difference for us. The reviews, obviously, we talked about. Also, the photos that you put up.
Yes.
So think about this. One of the things you want to do is because we're local agents, in your case, in our case, same thing, we're local agents, what we try to do is highlight the local community. So a photo or a quick video painting of a restaurant, a quick photo or video of a local park, any of those things gives you the Google juice, so to speak, where you're going to get more of that. What we found, and it sounds like a lot, but it's not, 100 pictures on your Google My Business page is critical. For some reason, it's like it's a tipping point that we've been finding. Reviews, pictures, having something where you would have some of those reviews. Let's say you've got some reviews off of other sites that are not on Google. You can take a photo and put that review up there. Okay. Or maybe you've got someone that you've met with or that has sent you a postcard holding a card and explaining, hey, love getting these cards where people are thanking me for helping. And whatever it is, add those things there. One thing I'll say about Google is when they have the questionnaire and they ask for phone number, email address, location, all the things they ask, fill all of it in.
Right.
By filling all of that in, what you're doing is you're helping Google identify who you are, where you are, what you do, and the more information you give them, the more opportunity you do to do that. So
the easier it is for them to find you.
Absolutely. And once they find you, now you've got an opportunity.
Right.
And so, Jason, if you don't mind, just wrap this up. If you were out there and you were someone that was at a place where they're trying to grow their business, talk to them a little bit about the value of this and maybe anything if you want to close this up also.
I just think it's a great place to start or enhance with your Google reviews because people are looking at it. And you can use, like we do, you can use someone to do it, or you can actually Google how to do it.
Yeah.
And you can do it yourself if you want.
That's a great point. We live in an amazing time.
Yeah.
If you're wanting to learn anything, you don't have any excuses anymore. You can go to YouTube and you can find it. That's what we're doing here.
Right.
Jason, appreciate your heart for helping people. If you have any questions, you want to reach out to Jason about how you can grow your Medicare business, don't hesitate to do so. Down and bottom and below, you're going to be able to see his contact information, and we'll talk to you guys soon.